Hey everybody, I fucked up. See, June 5th was the anniversary of me starting to tell scary stories about a whole year ago. And I forgot and I missed that. So, how about you guys do me the favor and pretend it's June 5th again, and I'm going to give you a story for this year. For just a whole year of narrating scary stories. It's going to be a little reboot of the very first story that I have narrated, and also the very first story that actually got me into creepypastas in the first place. And also, two more things. I'm going to change my name pretty soon, change the channel name to be precise. Because the one thing that I run into a lot lately from people is that they find it hard to find my channel by name. So I'm going to change it to something a little simple. And secondly, I'm going to take a break from streaming starting July 1st throughout the whole month so I can actually start doing scary stories a little more because I feel I've been neglecting it and that's my fault. But enough of me rambling. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the 1 year anniversary of me narrating scary stories, starting with the reboot of the story that started it all, The Disappearance of Ashley, Kansas. Enjoy. Sometime during the night of August 16th, 1952, the small town of Ashley, Kansas ceased to exist. At 3:28 a.m. on August 17th, 1952, a magnitude of 7.9 earthquake was measured by the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake itself was felt throughout the state and most of the Midwest. The epicenter was determined to be directly under Ashley, Kansas. When state law enforcement arrived that would have been in the outskirts of the farming community, they found a smoldering, burning fissure in the earth measured 1,000 yards in length and approximately 500 yards in width. The depths of the fissure was never determined. After 12 days, the statewide of local search of the missing 679 residents of Ashley, Kansas was called off by the Kansas state government at 9:15 p.m. on the night of August 29th, 1952. All 679 residents were assumed to be dead. At 2:27 a.m. on August 30th, 1952, a magnitude of 7.5 earthquake was measured by the United States Geological Survey. The epicenter was situated under what used to be the location of Ashley, Kansas. And when law enforcement investigated at 5:32 a.m., they reported that the fissure in the earth had been closed. In the 8 days leading up to the disappearance of the town and its 679 residents, bizarre and unexplainable events were reported by dozens of residents in Ashley, Kansas, and law enforcement from the surrounding area. On the evening of August 8, 1952, at 7 p.m., a resident by the name of Gabriel Johnson reported a strange sight in the sky above Ashley. The town itself, having no official branch of law enforcement, called onto the police station of the neighboring town of Hayes. Gabriel reported that he appearing to be a small black opening in the sky. Within the next 15 minutes, the Hayes police station became overwhelmed with dozens of phone calls all reporting the same phenomena. The phenomena was never reported by any neighboring communities, and a decision was made to send the troopers of Ashley to investigate the matters of the following morning. At almost 8 a.m. on the morning of August 9th, 1952, Hayes police officer Alan Mack radioed the Hayes police station. He reported that despite following the one-way road leading to Ashley, he had become lost. According to his report, the road continued along its normal path, but somehow ended up back in Hayes. Officer Mace went on to add that the road never curved or bent in any direction. At 9 a.m., 7 of the town's 10 police cars were sent to investigate the situation, and all members of the team came to the same conclusion. The only road leading to Ashley stopped leading into Ashley, but instead led back to Hayes. Phone calls continued to pour into the Hayes police station. All reporting of the black opening in the sky continued to grow in size. All callers were advised to remain inside and to never travel outside unless absolutely necessary. At 8 p.m., Miss Elaine Conter reported her neighbors, Mr. and Mrs. Milton, and their 2 children, Jeffrey and Brooke, missing. According to Miss Conter's phone call, the Miltons attempted to leave the town in their family car earlier in the evening. They never returned. Law enforcement officials from Hayes never reported the car or the individuals coming up the one-way road. At 7:30 a.m. on the morning of August 10, 1952, phone calls from Ashley into the Hayes police station reported that the town was in total darkness. The sun never risen. At 10 a.m., at the request of Hayes law enforcement, a helicopter from Topeka, Kansas, flew over the region of which Ashley, Kansas stood. The town was never observed from the air. At 12:30 p.m. on the afternoon of August 11, 1952, Miss Fabian Dilowinski called into the Hayes police station. She reported that her daughter Erica had begun to have conversations with her father, who died 3 years prior in a drunk driving incident. To add to her concerns, Miss Dilowinski reported that Erica was attempting to go outside into the dark to join them. Over the course of the next 12 hours, a reported 329 phone calls were placed into the Hayes police station. All described similar phenomena with the children of the town. The following morning of August 12, 1952, the situation became dire. During the middle of the night, all 217 children of the town of Ashley, Kansas, disappeared. A reported 421 phone calls were placed into the Hayes Police Department. Unable to be any useful assistance, Hayes law enforcement instructed all callers to remain inside and to avoid any and all attempts to find the missing children. Ashley's elderly man, Scott Lewis, reported a growing, distant fire to the south. According to this description, the fire seemed to be turned into a distant black into a bright red orange that seemed to be extended high into the sky. Throughout the rest of the day, calls continued in, stating that the fire, in addition to moving north, now seemed to come out of the black sky. No fire was ever witnessed by any of the neighbors' communities or law enforcement officials. The report continued until 12 a.m. on the morning of August 14, 1952. The last phone call placed by Mr. Benjamin H. Scott reported that the fire in the sky had grown so intense that it began to appear at the daytime over the town. The phone call ended abruptly. Just hold on, wait. Yeah, I see something. It's to the south. It looks like... The next phone call wouldn't be placed until the following evening. The following entire transcript is the final phone call that received in the Hayes Police Department out of the town of Ashley, Kansas. It was placed at 9:40 p.m. on the evening of August 15, 1952. In this recorded phone call, the officer on duty was Officer Peter Welch. The caller has been identified as Miss April Foster. Hayes Police Department. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Ma'am, who am I speaking with?
My name is April Foster. Please, sir, please help me.
What is happening, ma'am?
Last night they came back.
Ma'am, I'm going to need you to...
Last night they came back.
Ma'am, I'm going to need you to calm down. Speak clearly. What happened? Who came back?
Everyone.
Everyone?
They all came in the fire.
What do you mean, everyone?
I saw my son last night. He was walking down the street. He was burned. Jesus Christ, he was burned.
Ma'am,
He died last year. I raised him since he was a baby. It was just me and him. I told him to watch out for cars when he rode his bike, but he never wanted to listen.
Ma'am, what you're saying isn't making any sense.
You said everyone came back? Are you fucking listening to me? Everyone came back. Everyone who died or went missing, they're back. And they're looking for us. He said, Mommy, I'm okay now. See, I can walk again. Where are you, Mommy? I want to see you.
Ma'am, where are you now? Are you safe?
I'm hiding, just like everyone else. We saw them come to the fields, and some people open up their doors to them. Oh God, the screaming. I don't know what happened to them, but their houses caught on fire and they caved in. I have my curtains drawn. I'm hiding in the closet right now and...
Ma'am, is everything all right? Are you okay? Ma'am.
Oh God.
Ma'am.
Something just came in.
Ma'am, stay as quiet as you can. Don't make a sound.
Mommy? Mommy? He came inside.
Stay absolutely still. Don't leave.
Mommy? Mommy, where are you hiding?
Stay quiet.
I found you, Mommy.
Ma'am? Ma'am! The following morning, at 6:55 a.m., the law enforcement officials of the Hayes Police Department arrived at the location of Ashley, Kansas. A smoldering, burning fissure in the earth was all that remained.